G'day, I'm Eric Goodman.
And I'm Johnny Gannon.
We've got about 4 exercises for you today that are going to make the next year so much more comfortable. John's got 2 front and back exercises, and I've got 2 simple foundation training exercises, and if you learn them, you're going to feel better.
So the first one I'm going to get Eric to do is a push movement. So we're going to get him to lie on his belly. And as I've gone through training over the years, I want to get the most out of my exercises as I can because I've become a bit more lazy and I want to get the most bang for my buck out of my exercises. So I'll get Eric to do a push-up with a faulty recruitment pattern of the shoulder. So as he pushes up, his elbows will flare out. And there's a lot of strain going through the shoulder and they're not in a nice organised position. I'll show you a simple way to do a proper push-up. So as Eric lowers back down, what I'm going to get him to do is twist his elbows into the ground and twist his hands into the ground. His elbows will come into his body. And as he pushes up with a nice long neck, nice and braced through the belly, as he pushes up with his elbows in, his shoulders are in a nice organised position. So it's a perfect shoulder exercise throughout the movement and back down nice and slow. And how do you feel, mate? How does that?
Good. Shoulders feel strong. You have to make sure that your lats are involved in push-ups. You have to make sure that your abs are strong in push-ups. Don't be lazy. Don't let your head hang and your shoulders come out like this. Be strong, no matter what you're doing.
Perfect.
How about the pull exercise?
Pull exercise. Next one. Shoulder placement in the pull exercise is super important. And I just want to get Eric to demonstrate 2 ways as you pull back with your shoulder exercise, whether it's a seated cable row, a paddling exercise. What we want to do is not let the shoulder come too far forward so that this lat disengages. We want to keep that lat engaged, and as you pull back with the elbow, feel that scap run around the rib cage and squeeze in the center. So go through. Good, and that's just a simple pull movement with nice shoulder stability.
You've got to make sure the entire body stays strong while you're doing these exercises. The next 2 that I'm going to show you are exactly how you make sure that your entire body stays strong. I want you to start on the ground on your stomach. This is called an 8-point plank. John, why don't you show them just a traditional plank, hands on the ground, basically a push-up position. Your hips start sagging, your shoulders start pushing out, your neck starts dropping. It's not a strong exercise. We're going to make it a little bit easier for you. I want your hands on the ground. And I want your elbows just a little bit in front of your shoulders, right there. The chin is going to pull back, the knees and toes are going to stay on the ground. Squeeze the elbows towards each other just a little bit and watch as John starts making a wave, starting at the top of his head, all the way down his spine before his hips start to come up. Once he inflates this lower back and really pushes it out, the hips can come about 4 to 6 inches off the ground. Keep the abdomen tight, keep the neck long, and hold this, toes, knees, elbows, hands on the ground. 10, 15, 20 seconds, come on down. Will you show a quick hyperextension so they don't do it wrong? Bring your hips up, right there. I want you to look, see this little sway back? That's not an 8-point plank. This is a dangerous position. You have to be strong at the abdomen. This has to be flat. 15 seconds in that position. I want you to flip over to your back. The next position is called an anchored bridge. Let's show them a crappy bridge first. Typical bridges have your feet way too close to your shoulders. It hyperextends your spine, the knees spread apart. In the anchored bridge, the feet are out, the knees are slightly bent. Slightly bent. Toes touching, heels pressing into the ground, and you keep your toes touching and you keep your knees touching as the hips come off the ground. The hips aren't to try to press as high as they can. You're not trying to bridge yourself into a little tunnel. Keep your body long, keep the knees squeezing together and feel the entire backside of the body engaged to keep you tight. I want you to stay in this position for 20 to 30 seconds and take as big of breaths as possible into the back of the rib cage while you're here. It should never be easy when you're in this position. 20 to 30 seconds and then relax. Go ahead and relax. You got to practice this stuff every day. It's not about going to the gym using just these exercises and that's it. Use these exercises to accessorize the other work that you do. Try something every day that makes your entire body stronger, not just your biceps and pecs. And enjoy it.
Keep moving.
Yeah, thanks, mate. G'day, this is Eric Goodman.
And I'm... Wow.
We just got to get a couple out.
I can't not laugh after that.
Yeah, just laugh, who cares?